Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Andre Wijaya, and I'm from English Language Education Study Program Universitas PGRI Kalimantan. And today I'm going to present about a case. This presentation is to fulfill mid test for language classroom management. So the case that I choose is a student comes to class who is obviously on drugs or drunk. Okay, so there are three theories that can be applied in this case. The first theory is a mental health theory. Second one is a behavioral theory, and the last one is social theory. So I will explain the theory first. The first theory is about the mental health theory. This theory highlights the relationship between the drug or the alcohol use and mental health issues. So someone may use these substances as a way to cope with stress, anxiety, or depressions. In the case of a student who appears to be using drugs or alcohol, mental health theory emphasizes the importance of assessing the student's mental health condition, including the possibility of underlying issues such as depressions, addictions, or anxiety disorders. The second one is the behavioral theory. So this theory focuses on the factors influencing an individual's behavior, including the environmental influences, social norms, mm, and motivation. In this case, factors such as peer pressure, stimulating school environment, or personal issues may play a role in the student's drug or alcohol use. So, behavioral theory helps to understand what drives the students to use these substances and how interventions can be designed to change their behavior. And the last theory is about the social theories. So in social theories, the social theories highlights the influence of social structures and social norms in society. So in the school context, norms that may influence student behavior um, includes norms regarding health, drug or alcohol use, and peer approval. Social theory helps understand how the school environment and social interactions can influence students' decisions to use drugs or the alcohol. So, in understanding these three theories, can help take a holistic approach to addressing such cases. An effective approach may involve evaluating the student's mental health. In educational discussions about the risk of drug or alcohol use and building a school environment that supports healthy behavior and substance abuse prevention. So, for the next one is for the teacher, we can use these skills. Okay, so I will explain the next one. So the next one is the skills that the teacher can use to minimize the chance to that this case will rise again in in the future. So the skills that can be used as a teacher is communication skills for teaching. So the first is the constructive assertiveness, clear statement of problem or concern and describing effects reduces the student's defensiveness, avoids labeling students or behavior, use statement. Unambiguous body language, eye contact, posture, facial expressions matches the tone of the statements. And next one is obtaining appropriate behavior and resolving the problem. Student needs to accept responsibility for behavior. Dramatic emphasis for evasive students. And the next one is the empathic responding. Keep lines of communication open between you and the students and aid problem solving process. So this is like a communication. As a teacher, we need to communicate more with the students. So maybe the students, maybe in the future they will tell you as a teacher, if they have maybe problem at home. So it will, we as the teacher will definitely help them, uh, will help them solving the problem. So yeah, if we help them, then maybe the students can be safe and they will not use the alcohol. Okay, so two components that can be used in empathic responding. So first is listening skills and the next one is processing skills. Okay, so the next one is the problem solving. So as a teacher, we need to identify the problem. We can identify the problem, state purpose of meeting, get students point of view, or describe the problem, ask the students reaction, evaluate and evaluate. Does it help or maybe it makes them hurt? Identify and select the solutions, student suggestions, alternatives, multiple teacher alternatives, positive focus with plan for improvement. And next one is obtain a commitment, student acceptance for period of time followed by evaluation, sometimes in a contract with consequences if not allowed. And the last one, with the communication skills, we can talk with their parents. So if we want to talk with their parents, first of all, we need the constructive assertiveness, uh, em- empathetic responding, and problem solving. The next one is express appreciation for parents' effort to meet and work with them as a team. And the next one is focus on choices student is making and how to encourage better decisions. And the last one is document concerns. What that means is that the student work and notes of behavior, so we can tell the parents about what they've done at the school. Okay, I think that's all from me for this presentation, with the case of a student comes to class who is obviously on drugs or drunk. I'm sorry if I made mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.